Hello, YouTube. Hello, everywhere else. This is Jerome Joseph Lawrence, also known as JJL. I'm just going to talk about things that I think are underappreciated or unappreciated. There are certain anime, certain dubs, certain things that, whether or not people like things that are new or old or based off the popular opinion or based off nostalgia, I think that while maturing, have learned to appreciate many things. And I think that a lot of people think that people can only like what they like, and other people think the same thing. So it's a vice versa thing. And I think it's important that everyone can like what they like, while also um, introducing other people to what they like and why, so that maybe, just maybe, other people might also enjoy what you enjoy as well, without putting down the thing that the other person likes. So, one of the things that I enjoy um, is anime. I enjoy anime a lot. And one of the anime really, that I really enjoy is Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball Heroes, the whole thing, Dragon Ball. And Dragon Ball, when I say Dragon Ball now, I'm gonna be talking about all of Dragon Ball, not only the first part. I'm including Dragon Ball Z and every other kind. Dragon Ball, when it came to the West, it had many doves actually, and I appreciate all the dubs because I believe you me, I've seen every single dub of Dragon Ball, every single one in its entirety. Yes, I watched the series over and over in different dubs. Okay, and I can tell you, believe it or not, there's good in every single one of them, every single one. And while I do have my preferences, me, after watching all the dubs, can say with a lot of confidence that my favorite is definitely the old Saban Ocean dub. Reason being is that although I really dislike the fact that they cut so much out, that's why I say shout out to Funimation for having the entire thing well done. But something that I really like about the Ocean dub is when I watch you know these shows, when I watch Dragon Ball and I listen to it with loudspeakers, and you hear that Ocean dub production, it is unlike anything you've ever heard. And I'm not talking about post um, Saban Ocean dub, because there's a vast drop in quality that I've seen after Saban and Ocean seem to have parted ways. Okay, so what I mean is this. In the old Ocean dub, whenever a character powers up, there's this cool sound effect that happens every single time. You have to listen. What you have to do is, well, I see a lot of videos on YouTube that I just happen to run across, come across, and I've like typed up, and found a lot of videos um, that showcase characters powering up in the ocean dub, and that sound, I just don't hear it in the Funimation dub. Um, Also, whenever there's an attack being done, there's this cool, cool echo effect that I do not see mostly, for the most part. As I've seen it in some parts actually in the Funimation dub, but it's not as prevalent as in the Ocean dub. When I watch Goku versus Vegeta, Kamehameha or Kamehameha Wave versus the Gallic Gun, and you listen to that, the Ocean dub, Saban production, loudspeakers, you hear that cool power up sound, that cool echo every time they shout the attack that I just can't get in the Funimation dub. And also, you hear that same effect happen multiple times in the series, especially when Gohan was crying in the space pod that um, Raditz put him in, and he broke out and he jumped out. You heard that cool echo effect. I just don't hear it in the other dub. By the way, I'm making a full point here, so trust me, I have a point of saying all of this. And then, if that brings up something else, filler. A lot of people bash filler, but to be honest with you, I love filler. Filler has brought me some of the best, most emotional, most nostalgic things, time of my life. Cause that Snake Way, whole Snake Way sequence was amazing. So there's also a power up. Well, not really a power up. Goku tried to escape the Home for Infinite Losers (HFIL) by having by having somebody jump on the ladder, not a ladder, a catapult. So jump on one side, and he jumps up and tries to escape. But as we all know, you can't escape HFIL in that way. So Goku goes all the way up to the clouds, almost gets there, starts to fall, and then he starts to power up the Kamehameha to give him some more momentum up, and that cool sound effect is played, is made, and that's just amazing. But on the flip side, Funimation also brought some things that the Ocean dub can never touch. That whole Bruce Falconer soundtrack throughout the series was amazing. By the way, shout out to all the people who produce the tracks, because I know now, thanks to Geekdom, that many people are behind the tracks, including Bruce Falconer. So shout out to everybody. So, and they also make like my they made my whole being amazing. Apparently, I can't record long because of I don't have enough memory, so I'll have to break this video down into multiple parts. But the whole point is there are certain aspects of certain things that everyone has an opinion that differs, but there's good in everything. I really enjoyed all the voice actors for Goku, including the Spanish dub. I really enjoyed Goku's Spanish dub, and I also, believe it or not, I enjoyed Goku's Japanese dub voice. Yes, I do, and I enjoy every single one of Goku's English dubs. Sean Schemmel, Peter Kalamis, Ian James Corlett, Kirby Morrow, Steve Blum. It just doesn't end. I enjoy every single one of the voice actors. By the way, once again, shout out to Geekdom for having that panel that had all those Gokus on one set, including the Spanish, because I don't think the Spanish get dub gets enough recognition. So shout out to um, all those voice actors: Ian James Corlett, Peter Kalamis, Sean Shamel, Maria as well, Mario, Mario. By the way, I apologize for mispronouncing that name a while ago. I'm so sorry. I'm doing all this in one cut without any edit, and I speak a lot when I'm thinking before I can properly pronounce. So it wasn't intentional. I just want you to know that it was an accident. So yes, Mario. Um, as I mentioned, Steve Bloom, and also the Vegetas, of course, Chris Sabat, of course, Scott McNeil. You know, um, the Vegetas, Brian Drummond. That Escape My Wrath was amazing. Also, this planet's history was amazing when he was speaking to Goku. Also, there's just so many. You might not oppose. No, I don't want to say any lines because I don't know how the copyright system works on YouTube. So I'll avoid saying like full on lines. Um, but that's not all. There are certain other anime that I think gets underappreciated when it comes to the dubs as well. To be honest, I love Sailor Moon anime, the anime Sailor Moon, and I personally think the DIC dub is the best dub. But I won't ever say to someone who likes the VIZ dub, Viz dub more. Why? Because everyone can like what they like, and there's good in both of them. The reason I like the DIC dub more is because they have a way of incorporating the intro um, song into certain scenes in different ways, and it's just so serene in the background, you know. And then they have the Serena talks at the end, and Sailor Moon says, and things like that, and it's something about it is just magical, so amazing that just you feel it. I feel the anime more than I feel it when I watch the Viz dub. But I do like the Viz dub for being very true to the manga. Also, there's Full Metal Alchemist. I actually really like the original Full Metal Alchemist way more than Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood because it's just darker to me. It's just darker, more something about it. It's just dark, and that's the kind of anime I really enjoy. However, Brotherhood also brought amazing things. Ying Lao, Yao Lin. If you didn't have um that whole civilization being introduced in Brotherhood, you wouldn't get to see all that cool fighting that we got to saw that we got to see. See, I'm just speaking straight up, so grammar might not be there either. But you don't see that kind of fighting in the original Full Metal Alchemist. However, as I said, the original Full Metal Alchemist is just so amazing, and the voice. I watched the English dub, and it's so amazing. Something that I see on YouTube that I actually watch because it's on YouTube, so I always watch the part where Elric is talking to a lady about the priest and things that should or should not believe in, and he goes through the whole ingredients to make a human. And shout out to Vic Mignogna because that whole speech is just it sounds good. The production, as I said, with sound speakers is amazing. And last but not least, it's not only dubs. I think certain things that in the original Dragon Ball and early Dragon Ball Z and the three first Dragon Ball Z movies, Tree of Might, World's Strongest, and Dead Zone. And I've seen some of it in the Cell fight between Goku and Cell, and also Jiren fight between Goku and Jiren. But my favorite fight of all time in the whole series is Tien versus Goku, and I'm talking about the adult Tien versus Go. Well, adult slash teen Tien versus Goku. This the hand-to-hand martial arts, and just the way things. It's not just a bunch of fireballs and key blasts being thrown all the place. You see, okay, so it's anime, and the powers are out of this world. There's things that people can't do. However, when you really get down to the nitty gritty, a lot of the movements that they make in the early Dragon Ball are movements that you really would think a martial artist would do, and I just don't see that in later Dragon Ball, and I that's something that just seems to be missing and underappreciated. That hand to hand. Watch the fight. Watch the fight between Tien versus Goku. At one point, Tien rushes Goku, and Goku just he does like a jump over Tien and a side jump and spins and lands. That was the coolest thing I've ever seen. Also in Dead Zone, when Goku's fighting Garlic Jr.'s henchman, amazing choreography. World's Strongest fighting the henchman, great choreography. Three of My fighting the henchman, amazing choreography. Just certain things that people would say that they like, and other people would bash them for it, saying that, oh, it's old, and or oh, this is not canon. But it's everyone has experiences, and experiences are amazing to each person who experienced them. So please, I just want everybody to just be good to each other. Just be kind to each other is the message. Filler is okay. Filler is nice if everyone enjoys the filler. One of my favorite time watching watching Naruto is filler. There was this village star, and I won't say the name of the song, but in that star village, someone sings a song, and that song gets played sometimes in the background of the other filler episodes, and it's the most beautiful song it's sad. It plays when sad things are happening, and it's the most beautiful song ever. I don't think I will get a copyright strike if I just say one word from it. It goes Natsuhiboshi, and there was an episode with someone named Menma. It was a filler, not the Menma from the movie, and it was the time that really made me cry in Naruto. At the end, where Naruto is eating the ramen, and he's eating it by himself, and he offers the ramen to the ear, which would be where his friend would have been if the friend didn't die. And it's just the saddest thing. But I'm running out of time, so I'm going to with my memory, phone memory. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have to make another video on to follow up this one. But thank you so much for watching. It's been JJL, Jerome Joseph Lawrence. Please, everyone, just respect what other people like, and please don't be closed-minded. There's a reason why people like what they like. So maybe you might want to just at least try what they like, and you might like it. Certain things I like that other people don't like. Mortal Kombat Annihilation. I like Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Original Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I can go into depth of why I like them, but at the end of the day, I just want you to know that You know, you can just be kind to each other and just, respect what other people like.